Hey guys, welcome to another episode of what it's called Reaction Live, Baby Live. I know it's been a very long time since we've done it here on YouTube. If you have been paying attention, we have been doing a lot more on TikTok and Instagram simply because of the copyright problems that we've had. But considering that I need to use my phones at the moment to do some editing while Super 5 Series is going on, I thought why not get back onto YouTube. So, yeah. But thank you for joining us. Beautiful. All right, so now that I know that when the music's on, I can just hit this button and talk, and there's nothing happening, which is great. Talk. But yeah, I'm hoping that everyone is going to have an amazing Survivor Series because it's just absolutely amazing. The fact that we got War Games again, finally, absolutely fantastic.
Becky Lynch is back, and so I guess the question is, who now has the advantage? Well, that's crucial because going back to last Monday on Raw, the advantage actually went to Rhea Ripley, had the victory over Asuka. So it's Rhea's team with Damage Control and the maniacal Nick Cross that has that numerical advantage until it's 5v5. Yeah, throughout the match they'll periodically have a numerical advantage, which is so crucial. And then with Rhea Ripley on their team as well, she just got that force about her. We saw her body slam Luke Gallows, who's just shy at 300 pounds recently. But with the return of Becky Lynch King, has that swayed things in favor of Becky's team now?
Well, I don't know. You know, I became a bigger fan of Rhea Ripley because of Michael Cole. Michael Cole the other night said he called Rhea Ripley a sick witch.
Wow.
And Michael Cole, I mean, you should know, because Michael Cole's wife has a bumper sticker on her car that says, "My other car is a bruise." So he should know something about witches. And I think that tonight, Rhea Ripley makes cast a spell on the opposing team. It's gonna be a great match.
Well, listen, so I'm gonna throw this to you. I talked to Becky Lynch after we saw her return last night, and it didn't seem like there was one part of her that was afraid that her first match back after being out for so long happened to be a War Games match. Do you think that's a wise way to be going in this with all the confidence, or should she sit back and realize she's going up some of the most impressive superstars in the women's roster?
No.
Generals gathered in their masses.
Step back in after coming off of a loss to Bianca Belair, stepping in on that team shows me a whole lot about Becky Lynch. It's all about respect on that team, and it is something the best five on a team. So I don't know. What do you think, Pete?
Honestly, I think Becky Lynch being there gives that team the advantage. They were missing just one layer of toughness.
Yeah.
Because you said it earlier, Rhea Ripley is such a force to be reckoned with. And in fact, I think tonight it's a huge night for Rhea, by the way. A big opportunity to prove something on a major stage, right? To get back to her championship ways at some point.
Yeah.
So I do those. The energy of Becky Lynch's return will catapult.
Well, we're going to go over the rules War Games in one moment, but first of all, I just want to see what everyone thinks. All right, let's go over these rules, shall we? We're going to have them up here. All right, here we go. 2 teams will
doesn't even start till everyone's there.
You know, the one thing that I remember more about being in the War Games match, and I was young, man, I had a lot of energy. I felt like I could go out there and I could go all night long, and that's the one thing I have in common with these superstars. They're going to be willing to go out there and throw caution to the wind. It's going to be all out with these superstars tonight, because tonight, for me, it was history, man. This is a history-making moment tonight here, folks.
Well, and Booker, with the experience that you've had with this type of thing, what would you say is one thing that maybe the competitors in these matches might forget that they need to keep at the forefront of their mind?
You know, I think the team effort, knowing that they got to work together in order to pull this thing off. So having a strategy going into this War Games match is very, very important. I just had to put an exclamation point on that.
I just can't stop thinking about how complete Rhea Ripley's team is. Io Sky has loads of experience with War Games. Io Sky, the genius of the Sky, she'll love this opportunity with that cage out there, right?
Well, you're right. But, you know, Rhea Ripley, I just think about Rhea Ripley against Becky Lynch. That's like a dream match.
Yeah.
And we're going to probably see that tonight. I mean, it's going to be special.
Isn't that
Sorry, go ahead. Okay.
Isn't that
And you know, one thing you have to remember, to kind of go back to what I said earlier about who I thought was going to come out top, Bianca. Io and Dakota both have been in, this is four games matches. Io said, being in such War Games is my favorite match because it feels like a playground and my opponents are my toys.
Wow, that's a great quote. And no one on the current WWE roster has more War Games experience than they do. It's pretty incredible. Hey, look, real quick. If someone asked you to fill in at that War Game match, said, "Book, we want to get you in there. You ready to jump in?"
I'm retired.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
All right, guys, we have a lot more Survivor Series kickoff to come. But first, we're going to go to a
What would it take?
What in the world is this
for you to
bloody
say
ad?
that The Miz is your favorite WWE superstar?
$1 million.
I will give you $20. All right. I will give you WrestleMania tickets.
Ooh, I got that.
Frankly,
And flights to WrestleMania?
Smile. You're on cricket.
What the hell's cricket?
Welcome back, folks. DraftKings Sportsbook is on.
by popular demand, is the United States Championship Open Because now that I am the United States Champion, this is without question the top prize on Monday nights. I accept your challenge.
Now wait a second! Lashley's not gonna win! The almighty Bobby Lashley beating the holy hell out of our United States champion, and the bell hasn't even rung yet!
Finally, Lashley walking away Hang on a second. What the hell is Theory doing there?
Austin Theory is cashing in his money in the bank contract.
And this is a big waste opportunity what they've done there.
Let's talk about that money in the bank contract. Look at Roman Reigns. Nobody's been able to touch him in the past 2 years. I tried at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar was there. Clash of the Castle, Tyson Fury was there. And if they weren't there, the bloodline certainly would have been. Roman Reigns is unstoppable, and that scenario with me cashing in, it doesn't exist. So what did I do? Going after one of the greatest champions of this past decade, Seth Rollins.
I'll give him. I think Seth Rollins is definitely one of the best champions that we've ever had, especially in this decade. I may not like him. Don't may like the character, but we can't deny how great of a wrestler and great of a champion he was.
Like a madman.
Rollins is still United States champion.
Everybody thinks that I fell. Well, they're wrong. Because I am more alive than I ever have.
Austin Theory might have lost everything the world thought he needed. Oh, but the looks of it, this is only the damn beginning.
And I've hit rock bottom, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Because you see, I'm no longer the youngest this or the next big that. I am the now.
It is official. The prestigious United States Championship is on the line in a triple threat match.
You know I asked for this match, right? Because you got 3 men who do not like each other going toe to toe to toe. We are all on the cusp. We can all snap any second.
For some damn reason, you think both of you are going to step in this ring at Survivor Series with the same kid? That kid is dead and gone.
This is my ring. That's going to serve a message to everybody that stands in the way of me and my United States Championship.
I am going to become a 2-time United States champion.
I will still be United States Champion. It is going to be a war by the king.
All right, back here, Survivor Series kickoff, and let's just dive into that match right there, that triple threat match for the United States Championship, and it was said in that package. These are 3 men who just do not like each other at all, but there's one of those men, and I really want to get Booker's opinion on this, because we talked about Austin Theory almost every single premium live event over the last several months. This is the first time we're getting this Austin Theory. It's all business. The selfies are done. He's unhinged. Do we think that this is the moment that we've all kind of been waiting for to see from Austin to prove how powerful and dominant he can truly be?
Well, first you got 3 tremendous athletes
Yes.
in this matchup. I mean, Bobby Lashley, he's looking to get back to play first and foremost, and then you got Seth Rollins. You don't have to lose the championship tonight. You don't have to win it. You just don't have to lose it.
Yep.
And then you got that kid, Austin Theory. This is a kid that's trying to figure it out. He's young, but I tell you, he's special. He is out. But the more I see this kid, the toughness, the
Tenacity?
tenacity. That's the word I'm
Nice.
about.
I got you.
No,
Teamwork.
this dude is he's next level. He's extraordinary talent. And tonight, that's the X factor in this matchup. I mean, you look at Bobby, you look at Seth, I give those guys all the credit in the world. But I say this kid, Austin Theory, he is a superstar in the making.
I agree.
Thank you for that.
I always got your back.
Tenacity, yeah.
And I agree. I mean, Austin Theory is the future. I think we all
No,
agree.
what he said last week, he said, I'm not the future.
He's the present.
I'm the now.
He's the now. Okay.
I'm the now.
And that's a great thing for him to say, but I'm gonna bring us back to it. He may be the future of this company. However, there's an X factor in this match. His name is the almighty Bobby Lashley. If Bobby Lashley decides what he's going to do tonight, I don't know that there's anyone who can stop him. That's the thing. From a physical, Jerry, how do you deal with someone who's that physically dominant if you're Austin Theory or Seth Rollins.
You're exactly right. I mean,
Chairs,
Bobby
tables,
Lashley,
ladders,
so
take your
he'll
pick.
knock you in the next
That's all I have to
week,
say
and
on
then
that
whip your
one.
ass for leaving. That's how tough and how strong Bobby Lashley is. But these are my three favorite WWE superstars right now. And to see these three in the same ring, in the same match, is going to be so special tonight. I can't pick a winner. I don't know. I love the new viciousness of Austin Theory. That's awesome. But I don't know. I'm so excited to see this.
And I know we always get to the like who needs it more, who has more to lose, who has more to gain. This is a scenario that I think we all have just as much. You have Austin Theory, who's looking to get his title back after being ridiculed for being this little boy, the youngest United States Championship. For Seth freaking Rollins is the one holding on to the gold.
No.
But then Bobby Lashley is still ticked off of that loss that happened over at Crown Jewel.
You gotta look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a guy that's he's a made man already. Bobby Lashley, he's a guy that's somewhat a made man already. But this kid Theory, this kid right here, he needs it. He needs it so bad because right now the internet is going crazy. Austin Theory was the guy once upon a time. Now he's not. Austin Theory needs to win.
I agree. You're right.
Solidify that he is the now.
He walked out to the arena on Raw a couple of weeks ago. The chants around the arena were, "That was stupid," talking about his cash in.
Yep, I was definitely one of them.
Bobby Lashley, I caught up with him recently.
Not that I was actually there, but like saying that at home. That was really stupid.
Bobby Lashley was the one who held the United States Championship until October 10th, and that's when Seth Rollins saw Brock Lesnar decimate him. And here we go now with the three of these guys. I think it's fascinating the turn that we've seen from both Bobby Lashley and from Austin Theory in terms of their mentality. It means that tonight is so unbelievably unpredictable. Yes. Which I'm intrigued by the predictions here. I don't know which way we're going to go.
I appreciate that, Lindsay B. But I am taking. Sorry.
Chasing the U.S. Championship. It's almost like he looks foolish if he doesn't come away with it tonight. He already sacrificed a lot to try to get this U.S. championship.
Listening to our dialogue here, it's interesting that the two names we're talking about the most are Bobby and Austin, which is probably exactly what Seth Rollins wants because he can stay out of it. And these two, he can be very strategic with how this kind of works. Huh? I don't know if I can make a pick here.
Oh my goodness, I'm picking Seth Rollins not to lose.
Okay.
There's three
Seth Rollins said, "I've got a PhD in getting back up again," and I think he retains tonight. I'm feeling the Theory mojo. Go with the new Austin Theory. Go with it. I'm with you again. Go with it. Austin Theory.
All right, guys. This has been fun so far. We got a lot more fun to come. Don't go anywhere. Quick break. We'll be right back.
You know what? I'm going to say, because I've got YouTube here, TikTok there. For that one. Gonna say probably Seth Rollins, but it's gonna lead to a feud with Theory and Bobby Lashley, and Rollins is probably gonna be feuding with, I don't know. I was gonna say Randy Orton, but obviously the report came out recently. I think it was this morning actually. That Orton had a surgery on his lower back, so he's going to be out indefinitely. So I'm not sure who's going to be, but that's why I'm predicting for this one.
And I'm here to make an impression. Sheamus is the first Irish-born WWE champion in history. Sheamus is the king of the ring.
My goal is to go out there because I've never achieved anything. You act like you've never won anything. That's what keeps you hungry.
He did it! Sheamus is the world champion! 18 seconds! Sheamus is the 4-time world champion! 5-time tag team champion! 3-time United States champion! I am the Celtic Warrior! Sheamus! Bella, I'll be honest with you, Bella.
which is such a good movie. I will not hear anybody talk crap about that movie. I love it. It may be corny, but I loved it.
I stole the show, right? George, this will be the one and only time anyone ever paints my nails.
The Celtic Warriors chance. This man's a man who suffers from no shortage of respect from the WWE locker room. It's my night!
Banger after banger, the brawling brutes are going to be starting fights and drinking pints. I have faced the best of the best, and I have beat every single one of them.
I'm just as passionate now, maybe even more passionate than I was when I started. What keeps me going is looking forward. That's always been the way. What's the next thing I can achieve? Let's turn it up.
The winner of this six-pack challenge gets Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Survivor Series War Games. And here comes the ballsy badass.
I'm just gonna say, like, it's pretty obvious that Ronda's gonna win. I would really love to see Shotzi win. To be honest, I love Shotzi. Like many, the first time I ever saw her was on NXT, but also I saw that footage of her going head first into the chairs from the industry. I think it was Shimmer. But I've always thought she was fantastic, and I'm not enjoying this run that she's been on so far. It's not as good as her NXT, but hopefully this is going to be a trend where even if she loses, she's going to look strong, and it's going to be leading something big. That's what I'm hoping.
We're talking about a woman who changed the entire sports industry.
She didn't change the entire industry.
Female performer in the history of WWE. Not just out to beat opponents, she's out to make them.
Rousey is always a threat to be reckoned with.
I refuse to be disrespected. You want to stick your nose in Ronda's business? You're going to have to pay.
And now Ronda Rousey torturing Raquel Rodriguez.
This isn't the first time I've been bullied, but it is the first time someone's had my back. Not only did they hurt my friend,
A live look at Shotzi entering TD Garden alongside Raquel Rodriguez on what is the biggest night of her career. But Raquel Rodriguez will not be by her side tonight. Look at her arm in a bad way after the attack last night. while Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler backstage. Raquel Rodriguez in a bad way. For much more on this match, let's go backstage now and check in with our broadcast colleague, Megan Moranis.
And now, please welcome my guest, Shayna Baszler and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. Well, ladies, we all just saw what you two did to Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel and the repercussions for her own actions. Oh no, I feel so terrible. Listen, she got involved. She started it. We finished it. I mean, it's the best time I've had in a long time.
It's been a while since I've had that much fun, to be honest.
Well, Ronda, tonight you will defend your SmackDown Women's Championship against Shotzi. And after what you two did to Raquel yesterday, Shotzi said that this has become personal.
Personal? Oh no, it's personal to Shotzi.
You understood what Shotzi said in between all her whining and crying?
Listen, do you know what it's like to dislocate somebody's elbow and to rip all their tendons off? Separate themselves from themselves?
Honestly, it sounds exactly like when you tear the turkey leg off at Christmas. That
feels like it too. You wouldn't know that, but Shotzi's gonna know.
You know, it's a completely different sound when you snap someone's ankle. Oh my God, you can do that.
Here, you can go.
There's a lot of like hurting that.
Oh my God, Uncle Gene was loving this crane. Oh my God.
Jeez, Ronda. Shayna,
We'll say this: as much as I don't like Ronda Rousey,
but yeah,
I am enjoying her here right here.
tonight, and hopefully leave TD Garden with Ronda's precious championship. I don't know. Look, I talked to Shotzi earlier today. Very emotional, but very determined to get vengeance on Ronda after what she did to Raquel.
Well, that's nice. You know, I'm glad that she feels that way. However, this version of Ronda Rousey, you ain't playing around with. I'm sorry. Ronda has found herself. No more smiling. No more being anyone's buddy. We are getting the baddest woman on the planet, and now her and her best friend together. I'm sorry, Shotzi. You have a great future, a bright future, but not tonight. But what an opportunity for Shotzi, though. I mean, she's in the ring tonight at Survivor Series with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly. This is the biggest night of her career. So go out there and show us something, Shotzi. Show us what you got. It's an exciting time. What do you got to lose? It's just your arm. It's just some tendon.
You're gonna turkey leg?
But you're talking about the biggest night of her career. You could ride her career.
Captain America
on the back of a postage stamp. She's been here, for a cup of coffee? She's got a great future ahead of her.
Ronda's been here for a cup of coffee, like they know they're not talking about two long-term WWE superstars.
No, I'm talking about Shotzi.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Shotzi, of course. She's been here for, like I said, a few minutes. I mean, what you said about Ronda Rousey and Shayna standing there talking about ripping a turkey leg off, and that could be Shotzi's arm or leg tonight.
Let me step in there for a second. I mean, I gotta defend Shotzi.
Thank you.
I've been around Shotzi since 2016. Talking of, she didn't make the cut, and Shotzi was the one that was willing to go out there on that independent scene and grind. And we all know how hard it is to make it to the WWE. Shotzi has made it to the WWE, and she's in a match with Ronda Rousey tonight during War Games Survivor Series. It tells me everything I need to know about Shotzi. Shotzi has a shot, a fighting chance to go out here tonight and become champion.
Yes.
And that's
Mel and Linda, if you're watching, thank you so much for this talk. So absolutely cool.
We're out of time.
Because it sounded like a big participation trophy. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like a big participation
one thing
trophy.
I think all of us can agree that when it comes to Shotzi, she's not afraid of anything clever and anyone. Back in her NXT days, this girl would jump off of anything, off anything. When it comes to the thrill, she's ready for it. She's ready for a challenge. I do not think she's gonna put up a fight.
Let me ask you, she was on the bumper here today. What was her mindset like?
Oh, emotional, but just prepared and ready. I'm more focused. And one thing that we've all seen when it comes to
You know what you just said there, right?
what?
Preparation is the only luck you're ever going to have.
There you go.
All right. Well, you know what on that. So wait, so you think Ronda's gonna win?
Ronda.
Hey, hon, when your friend gets here, don't make a mess. Okay, Mom. Wait, Rick?
It's time for some serious wrecking. Hey, kid, with the WWE Wrecking Rampage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Breakaway parts or devastating destruction. Take a ride on the Wrecking Ball and give me a boost. Catapult your way to victory. Spring into action.
This reminds me of the stuff I had as a kid in the 90s.
WWE Wrecking Rampage ring and figures each sold separately.
I like it.
What about the women's War Games match? Who do you think's going to win the women's War Games match? Great opinions here. Hey, men's War Games match. Who gets it done tonight? Which one? Men's War Games match. Gonna be the bloodline. They're gonna take them through KO and Braun Bruce. There's a lot of different opinions here. Nobody's wrong because everybody's that excited for Survivor Series War Games coming up just a little bit later on here at TD Bank Garden in Boston. You feel the
Uncle Alan AJ Styles. The Judgment Day would like to once again offer you an olive branch.
With my back against the wall, I've been alone for far too long. There comes a time in a man's life when he needs friends. So for the first time that we met in Japan and now in WWE, have I got my brother's keeper?
AJ, I knew that you would finally come around.
I wasn't talking about you. Oh no! AJ Styles is not reinforcement. Gallows, Anderson, the OC. All hell is broken loose.
In WWE, I've made my way to record books.
Former two-time WWE champion, simply phenomenal. We are the most dominant group in the WWE. Then, now, and forever is the OC.
You know, maybe I need to remind everyone here that I'm the one who started this stupid little club. I made you guys, and I will break you guys.
Our first ever Universal
I'm
Champion.
operating on an entirely different level.
They stopped manufacturing the cloth that I'm cut from. You can only outrun fate for so long. Judgment catches up to all of us.
This thing between Finn and I has to come to an end. At Survivor Series, I give him the beating that he deserves.
Fowler, Styles, one-on-one, here we go.
You think I'm a bad guy? I'm worse. I'm the devil. And when you dance with the devil, you never dance again.
Woo! I tell you what, a lot of emotions in that one. I actually talked to AJ Styles earlier on WWE's The Bump, and that's what he kind of kept going back to. The emotion because of the history between he and Finn Balor. And so I do think that's going to play a big part in this match tonight.
This one's going to be a very tough one. I'm not sure
advantages.
who to pick.
They each have people
guys,
in
anyone?
We have the OC.
Any predictions? AJ, Finn.
So I think that's also
I want AJ to win. I kind of want Finn to win as well, but at the same time, it's just like, well, the judges, they keep picking the one-ups on them.
The OC,
So,
they return, all well and
yeah,
good.
I'm
It's a
not
wonderful thing.
I'm gonna just for
Thing,
shits and giggles, I'm gonna say
in
AJ
every
Styles.
single way, there was the Rhea problem for so long. Mia Yim They call her Mi-Chin, which means crazy in Korean. She comes back to be the Revolution. But I still think the Judgment Day have the edge here, and they have had the edge. Can Finn Balor, though, have the edge over AJ Styles? That's a different question.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I mean, I relate a lot to Finn, you know, as two guys with perfect physiques. You know, I identify with him.
What?
Yeah, that's right. You heard me, King. No, but on a serious note, this to me is a match about athleticism. Like, yes, there's a history, a deep history between AJ Styles and Finn. From Japan back to the U.S. and back again, all right? A lot of time and a lot of history. But, man, these guys can both go, and I can't wait to see them get
I mean, I think it's a little different. I mean, these guys, you know, I've been in the trenches, friends. But sometimes, you know, you grow up with someone and you think you know them and you really don't. And that's where tonight fits in. You just find it out. Right. And go toe-to-toe, fish to go, fish for feed. You know all about that. That's what this night is all about. And I want to see, like you said, it's going to be highly impactful. A lot of action tonight.
Yeah, and this is not about whose pecs are bigger or whose biceps are bigger. Nothing about that. This is one of those great matches that we don't see very often. This is really personal. Really personal. It's between these two guys, individuals that now used to be best friends, now they can't stand each other. So it's going to be great.
Remind us again, what did Michael Cole call Rhea Ripley last night on SmackDown?
A sick witch.
A sick witch. Why did he do that, you ask? But if you missed it, you probably haven't missed it, considering it's been absolutely viral on social media. This is what went down on Thanksgiving night at the Mysterio household.
Doc, what are you doing here? We're on the holiday. No, please leave. I brought money. What are you doing here too? What? Doc, are you serious? It's not the time, Dom. Please, it's the holiday. Family. Don't play stupid with me. Today is not the time, okay? Let us enjoy Thanksgiving. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Hell no! Somebody shut that door! Hey,
Wow.
What a good picture.
Precious.
Happy Thanksgiving, Ray.
I think the family likes you.
That just makes you want to, that's so hard to watch. That makes me want to cry. Ray's the one who tried to get away from his son because he didn't want to be put in situations where there would be any harm caused to his son in his hands. And yet, Dom, because of say it again. I think that's the chant of Rhea Ripley's victim.
No, sick witch. What do you mean? Come on.
Yeah.
She's made a man out of Dominic. She's made a man out of Dominic. Look, Ray didn't even want to have kids. He only had kids so he'd have somebody to look up to. And now he looks up to Dominic for real. Now, the great job that Rhea Ripley has done in making a man out of Dominic was awesome.
I don't know why we're putting all of this on Rhea Ripley. Dominic's his own man. Dominic's making decisions.
Come on, man.
Dominic, I'm sorry, did Rhea have the Mysterio's address? Or did Dominic have the Mysterio's address?
Come on. You've been a young man once.
I have.
All right. You know what it's like.
Long time.
You know, testosterone running through your body.
I used to have that.
Being a bad girl like Rhea Ripley, we all know what that can do to you, man. Sometimes you just cannot get enough of it. All right, that's what Rhea Ripley is all about. And a woman like that can definitely change your life, turn it upside down. I wrote something down. You need a woman like that, your life can be compromised, contaminated, and corrupted.
Whoa.
There it is, right there.
Show. You wrote that down in the book.
I just make sure.
I think Rhea, the dominance that she has exhibited over the last several months has been absolutely insane. We saw how easily she picked up.
Yeah,
oh my God. I've never seen a woman be able to. Have you got big heat?
She body slammed 3 competitors at War Games in 2019 as well.
So right. I don't even know what to think about this.
So she's strong.
She's strong.
No,
she's manipulative.
In so many different ways. She's got this young man, Dominic, all twisted up, man. I mean, what we say in my neighborhood, the boy nose is wide open right now. And somebody needs to do something about that.
All right, I want to get everyone's take before we go. Who is going to come out on top of this one?
I'm kind of with you, KP. It just seems like the Judgment Day have had the number of these guys. I'm going to go with Finn. AJ.
What is that?
AJ Styles. You don't mock the moral compass of AJ Styles. Phenomenal picks up the win tonight.
I'll go with AJ.
No, I'm going with Finn.
All right. Well, I guess we'll all have to wait to see. We still got more to come. We still got to talk about the men's 4 games match. That's going to be happening here. We come back after the break.
This April, it simply doesn't get any bigger than this. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. SmackDown, Hall of Fame, NXT Stand and Deliver. You do not want to miss a moment. 2 nights of WrestleMania. The greatest live event in entertainment. And it all culminates with the most anticipated Raw of the year. Want it? We got it all week. It's WrestleMania Week, live from Los Angeles, March 31st through April 3rd. Tickets available now.
Oh, good God, are we talking about Charlotte again? Yep.
Charlotte Flair was built for the spotlight, built for the grand stage.
This was my destiny. This is what I was born to do. And I am continuing the greatest legacy there will ever be. Right here, right now, up for grabs. Built here, built up, built to last. Only addition, I can never subtract. That's how I like to do math. I blast off, I refuse to lose. I got something to prove. I'ma make my move, then I show up.
Bred to be a champion.
I am a franchise player. I am a genuine superstar. And what I do in this ring is sacred.
Arguably the most impressive resume of accolades in all of WWE. Oh my God! The streak of Asuka is over! The winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match, Charlotte Flair! Charlotte is the 3-time. It's a 7-time. For a record 13 times, Charlotte Flair is Women's Champion.
Hit him with the 1-2. I'ma have to show you. I am a giant. I won't be defiant. I will rise again.
Please welcome WWE star Charlotte Flair. Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
Hold on tight because I'm coming at you fast. Take my place so I can never be last. Hold on tight because I'm coming at you fast.
No one compares to me. You see my greatness and it eats you alive. I don't steal opportunities. I am the opportunity. I am the most decorated woman in the history of WWE.
DraftKings Sportsbook is offering a $25,000 free-to-play pool for the men's War Games match at Survivor Series. Download the DraftKings app now. Use the code WWB when you sign up and answer questions about the match for your shot at the $25,000 prize pool. Now, there are so many reasons to be excited about Survivor
Is there any
Series.
prelim matches?
I'll tell you right now, this women's match, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch is
I'm
back.
going with Damage Control. I know we got all of them in the other, but I'm going with Damage Control. They're on a hot streak right now.
The United States Championship is the prize in this book. See triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. First superstar to score pinfall or submission wins. Rollins, he's the champ, but the odds are stacked against the visionary as he collides with two unhinged and angry superstars that want to reclaim the United States Championship.
And in what will be the most important match of Shotzi's career will have to also be the most.
What do you think happens when you do that and you piss Roman off? What do you think he's going to do to you? You've seen what he does to his own blood when they piss him off. So what's going to happen to you? You want to know what I would do if I were you? See, I just wouldn't wait for them to turn on me. If I were you, I would strike first.
You talk to anybody since you've been here?
No.
Nobody? No, I just got here.
How often was that wrong? So, lying to Jey Uso? Yeah. And could that be exactly what Jey Uso was looking for? Because he knows he's lying.
And this was the advantage last night on SmackDown. Sami Zayn back inside the squared circle here at the moment.
What am I doing? I'm not letting you do this.
Kevin Owens trying to corrupt Sami Zayn there.
I don't know if Sami Zayn needs corrupting. Stop it!
You know, after we saw, yeah, this is what's we're seeing right here is what's secured the advantage for the Brawling Brutes leading into their huge matchup tonight.
War Games advantage to the Brutes.
Fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage. You can stress less and smile more.
Yeah, thank you. We talked about a lot. We do want to conclude our kickoff show. Really honing in on the men's Survivor Series match SmackDown last night. We know who had the advantage going into this, but I think that you guys can agree.
What the hell is Crowd Chanting? Is it like guys CM Punk? What the hell?
All of these guys band together. The power is in the numbers. Butch actually said earlier today, tonight will be my fourth War Games battle, so no man knows this match better than I do. The Bloodline can get a lot done, but can they get this done?
Yeah, for me, I think the Brutes, McIntyre and KO, they all have an axe to grind with the Bloodline. McIntyre from Clash at the Castle, KO with Roman Reigns from a couple of years ago. I just feel that they've got the advantage here with the doubts around Sami Zayn. You know that Jey is going to be going back inside to Roman, having a word about what he heard with Sami and KO.
Well, listen, I think it's impossible to go into this match and not be thinking about the seeds of doubt that have been sown in the bloodline with the honorary moose, Sami Zayn. But that being said, let's put that aside for a second. Let's just look at talent. Let's just look at strength. Let's look at dominance. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still not going to come out and bet against the bloodline. Altogether, even with the maybe internal issues that exist, that camaraderie, that family, that bloodline is real.
You know, I love the bloodline. I love everything about the bloodline. You got, Roman Reigns. He's the champ. He's an awesome champion. Almost unbeatable as champion. Then you got the Usos, multi-time tag team champions. Got that kid Solo Sikoa as well as Sami Zayn. Those guys are great. Together as a team, I don't think they're going to be as better than the Brawling Brutes because this is a brawling style of a matchup. You need to have those brawling tactics. So I'm going to go with the Brawling Brutes and with McIntyre as well. Pull up the real on that team. I'm going to tell you, I give the advantage to the Brawling Brutes.
Well, I got to say this. I'm going to agree with you there. And for one reason, Sami Zayn. Come on, you said you're a Celtics fan, right?
That's right.
Well, Sami Zayn goes along with the bloodline about like, what was it, Brian Scalabrine, do you remember him? Scalabrini. Very beloved in Boston. He got performing really well with Kevin Garnett. Didn't he? Well, that's how Sami Zayn is. Come on, Sami Zayn has the. He's got the job security of a Twitter employee right there. He may not last past tonight.
No, it's
tonight.
Listen, I admit the relationship certainly feels a little bit tense right now between the honorary and the bloodline. But listen, if I'm going to be on an island, I'll be on that island with the bloodline. All of you guys are going against the bloodline, Caleb?
I always go against the bloodline.
Bloodline going for the win.
You know what? I'm not necessarily going against the bloodline. I'm not going against the bloodline in this situation, but I just think the brawling tactics of the group is going to come into play in a match like this, like no other.
And this is Boston. This is where people brawl.
Exactly.
So who's the X factor? When you look at the brawling groups, for me, it's KO.
KO 100%.
Because, Kevin Owens, with the structure that we're going to see come down.
He loves jumping off tall things. You know that.
The X factor is Butch.
Yes, you know what? I heard you.
Butch will bite you, do whatever he got
Let him loose.
to win a match. So tonight, I'm going to tell you, he's going to be wild and loose.
You want to talk about an X factor? You want to talk about X factor? How about a guy named Paul E. Dangerously? You remember Paul Heyman?
I remember.
Because Paul Heyman is the X factor when it comes to the bloodline, and he managed his Dangerous Alliance in a War Games match over 30 years ago. He's one of the greatest guys in the business today. He's at the top of his game right now.
You know, Paulie,
not slipping.
Paulie hates to lose. He hates to lose. He won't even lose weight. He hates to lose so bad. He is the main driving force behind the bloodline.
Well, very true. Yeah, no matter what my thoughts have been with Paul over the years, I cannot take away the impact and the influence that he has had on the success of the bloodline. But I am personally really hoping to see a change in the game tonight with the brawling groups, McIntyre and KO coming out on top. So,
I'm on Bloodline Island.
Yes, you're on one lonely island over there.
Shout out to my guy. I just like winners. I just like winners. Just like the Boston
Brawling Bruce will pull this out, I guarantee.
Guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Tonight in Boston, Brawling Bruce will win this match.
You want to make a bet?
How much you got? Huh? How much you got?
Oh,
I'm
I'll say this.
$50
You know what it is for me, guys? How does Roman Reigns
You better pay up too.
Okay, how does Roman Reigns team up with Sami? Like, what is the interaction? His War Games is unlike anything else that we've seen. You know, it's Roman Reigns' first War Games match. Yeah, think about that for a second. The guy's done everything in the game except this. So how's he going to actually be a team?
Who wants this the most? That's what this is all about. Roots on the bloodline. Let me tell you, you got caviar, champagne wishes on one side. You got some guys that living off Waffle House steaks on the other.
I love that Waffle House steak.
Serious. Who you gonna go with? Who you go with?
Sami Zayn is going to be the death of the bloodline tonight. I guarantee.
All right, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Oh,
The Survivor Series War Games Kickoff Show is presented by Cricket. With fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage, you can stress less and smile more.
Alrighty, we are about to get things going, kicking off the night with this match right here. Women's Survivor Series War Games is going to be starting our show. Oh, you look at your behind that the cave is
Now, forever. Together.
Sorry if because it was Marcus, it's just because of the music, but Ozzy Osbourne is just there. That's freaking epic. I have to mute it again. Not a fan of this outfit that Becky's wearing though, with the whole side thing there. But again, sorry YouTube, gonna have to mute because of the music. Liking this outfit. I like it.
Bianca Belair will apparently start the War Games match for her team, and I love this decision, Corey. First, Bianca
Love the outfit. This attire is really, this is really cool. Okay, because it's been a while since we've done a live reaction to anything of WWE. But I'm going to just address the elephant in the room. Why the hell did they copy Chris Daniels' logo for the Judgment Day? Just saying. Okay, so Dakota Kai is going to start off with Bianca Belair. Can't wait. Loving these outfits from Damage Control. This ring attire is on point. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said on point. Oh god. Okay. Yes. I don't know about you guys, it just feels weird having War Games without the Undisputed Era as well.
But the match doesn't even start until all 10 women are in the ring. So what happens now is these two go one-on-one for 5 minutes before another member of Team Damage Control will enter, since they have the advantage in the match. The students in school of thought in this situation. Do you try to preserve your own well-being? Take it easy, so to speak. Or do you go balls to the wall? Do you try to take the upper hand out of the gate, which is what Bianca looks to do right here? And the strength of Bianca Belair was part of the first ever NXT Women's War Game match back in 2019. So what do you do, Corey, as your strategy when you're the first two in this match?
You're asking me, it's about self-preservation. There are 2 rings, there's plenty of real estate to utilize. Keep yourself as far away from impact as you can, unless it's advantageous. Case in point.
Speaking of impact, Dakota Kai has made an impact in every War Games match he's been involved in. Who will ever forget the betrayal of Tegan Knox at the hands of Dakota Kai? One of the most memorable moments in NXT history.
Certainly sets Dakota on a very different career trajectory, but Dakota in this instance, no match for the power of the Raw Women's Champion.
Waistlock takedown by Bianca Belair. Interesting that Becky Lynch is on Bianca's team, considering the history between those two.
My enemy is my friend.
Remember, it was back at SummerSlam that Bianca defeated Becky Lynch. Damage Control would arrive on the scene, and suddenly Bianca and Becky found themselves as allies.
5 minutes is an eternity inside of a WWE ring. I mean, Bianca Belair could spend the duration of this time, we're down to closer to 3.5 now, really inflicting a great deal of damage and punishment upon Dakota Kai.
Dakota, vice versa, could do the same thing. And using the ponytail of a Bianca Belair to her advantage. Closing in on 3 minutes. Remember,
the breaks on just in time.
Damage Control will have the advantage as we reach 0. Bianca Belair had a very interesting what a backbreaker. Great interview with Sports Illustrated this week talking about War Games, and she said that I'm a competitor. My dad was my coach. He instilled being competitive at a young age. I train harder. I watch film. I try to do everything better than all of my opponents.
At this point in her career, Bianca has succeeded in doing that. Each time Belair is on your screen, she shows up and shows out. But Dakota just mauling the champion in the corner right now.
Well, Dakota has a mean streak. There's no doubt about that. Bayley has brought it out perhaps more than anyone. Is put it into the corner. Dakota Kai with a boot to Bianca Belair.
This is the pace that Dakota wants to utilize in this matchup. Dakota being very careful not to overexert herself, realizing this is a marathon, not a sprint. And there's Nikki Cross.
You have to wonder who will be the next person to join the fray and team up with Dakota Kai inside the War Games structure.
And I'm curious to see what sort of strategy Bianca utilizes once she is outnumbered, particularly since the Raw Women's Champion knows full well it will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And right now, we are less than 2 minutes away from a 2-on-1 advantage.
And again, that was a gutsy call by Bianca Belair to start this match, knowing she would be at a disadvantage.
This is an opportunity for Bianca as Raw Women's Champion realizes she's a target where she sits at the top of the mountain. Bianca knows everyone, even those on her own team, are gunning for her in her championship.
And again, the power of Belair. Look at the front suplex delivered to Dakota Kai. What makes Bianca Belair so effective and such a great champion?
Because Bianca talks the talk and backs it up night after night. Bianca makes some wild, bold claims that sound downright insane at times, but Belair backs it up night after night. You can't argue with the results.
The man, Becky Lynch, looking on her return Friday Night SmackDown just 24 hours ago in Providence. And Bianca and Dakota slugging away at one another. Bianca trying to use her hair as a weapon, as we've seen in the past. Dakota Kai caught Bianca, stunned her.
Scorpion kick right between the eyes of the champion. Dakota with a chance to make something big happen on behalf of her team. Oh, wow.
Goes Dakota Kai, and now both women down. And a kip up by the uber-athletic Bianca Belair.
Now, Belair just spent the last 30 seconds just beating the tar out of Dakota Kai, realizing she's got another fresh opponent headed her way.
And I think Bianca heard you because she's using the cage as a weapon. Dakota Kai running through the ropes and into the cage. In 15 seconds, Damage Control will have the advantage.
The question remains as to who the next competitor will be.
8, 7.
Oh! And that's what Bianca needed to try to even the playing field, at least momentarily.
Yeah.
Here comes Io Sky, Dakota Kai's tag team partner, one after tag team champion.
This could be a worst-case scenario for Bianca Belair. You've got both of the reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. You're outnumbered.
That's amazing.
What a drop kick by Sky. And Io Sky, the genius of the Sky, entering her fourth War Games matchup. And for the next 2 minutes, 45 seconds, Damage Control will have the advantage in a 2-on-1 situation with Bianca Belair.
Tremendous athleticism from the Raw Women's Champion.
And Belair lands at her feet. Io Sky said, I'll do you one better. Uh-oh, Bianca sent flying.
Tremendous leg strength from Io Sky, able to muscle Bianca over in that head scissors.
You saw the concern on the faces of the women from Bianca Belair's team. And now the tag team champions have Bianca cornered. Oh, Bianca trying to fight out of this, and she's just got to try to stay separate. Try to stay away from the tag champ. Io Sky though with a crossbody.
Separation much easier to achieve in theory inside of War Games, particularly when you're outnumbered 2-1 by the women's tag team champions.
And if you're Bianca, you just try to survive for the next minute 49 seconds. Remember, the match hasn't even started yet. There's no reason to go for pinfall or submissions. Io Sky and Dakota Kai with a double team to Belair.
Io miscalculated there on the top rope. Still delivered double knees. This environment is unlike, even for the veterans of War Games, this is a completely different environment. TD Garden is rocking right now. The eyes of the entire WWE Universe are on each and every competitor. They know that there's bound to be some nerves tonight.
2 rings surrounded by a cage. Women's tag team champions with a deliberate pace here. Looking to continue to punish Bianca Belair. He's able to counter with a double suplex.
And think about just your pride as a competitor. If you're one of or half of the women's tag team champions and you are beaten by the Raw Women's Champion. You were humiliated by Bianca. While you got the numbers advantage, that'll hurt your pride worse than anything.
Well, Bianca will have some reinforcements. 5 seconds, but a missile drop kick by Io Sky. And now Bianca's down. They watch the power of Bianca Belair, the double suplex to the women's tag team champion.
Watch Io Sky. They call her the genius of the sky for a reason.
And in 21 seconds, Bianca Belair will have someone on her side to even things up for 3 minutes. Bianca sent into the cage. Well, it might still be a 2-on-1. Bianca maybe not be able to recover from that.
Who is next to even the score?
And it'll be Asuka. Oh, boy. Asuka heading her way to the ring, and now we'll be 2-on-2 for the next 3 minutes for Team Damage Control and Bianca's team. And Asuka comes firing with all cylinders with a German suplex to Dakota Kai.
The Empress of Tomorrow has been released onto the battlefield.
Asuka, the one who once was NXT champion for 522 days. And now, face to face with a former tag team partner and friend from their days back in Japan. This is a match that WWE fans have been clamoring for.
Asuka and Io just trading strikes back and forth. Asuka with the upper hand.
Asuka, into the ropes. Io Sky. Nice arm drag by Io.
Io burying a knee. Asuka answers.
And Io Sky ducks underneath the clothesline by Asuka. Asuka with the hip punch in the face. And there are those combination strikes by Asuka.
Overhead chop and a leg sweep by the Empress.
And Asuka with a running knee. Io Sky's down. And Asuka doing damage here.
Asuka may have provided the respite that Bianca Belair so desperately needed. Asuka now making the climb to the top.
Dakota Kai gonna meet her there. Now Dakota and Asuka from the top rope battling each other. Again. Damage Control's team will have the advantage once again in a minute 20. And Bianca and Asuka realizing that, looking at a double team. Dakota maybe take her out.
Oh my, check out the power of the EST.
The press by Bianca. Right in there. Steel cage. And now Asuka from the top rope with a missile rope kick to Io Sky. Now Bianca and Asuka showing tremendous teamwork here.
It's all right to take a moment to survey the damage, but there's no rest for the weary inside of War Games. Asuka and Bianca need to continue with their feet on the gas pedal as we look again at the power of Bianca Belair.
Another great suplex by Bianca to Dakota Kai. Damage Control gets another competitor. It'll be 3-on-2 in 10 seconds and counting. Who will join Io and Dakota?
Nikki Cross?
Yeah. Nikki Cross. I spoke to Nikki earlier today. She said she works at the beat of her own drum. She just
here we go.
She's not friends with anyone in this matchup. And, well, there you go. Kendo stick in hand.
You want anarchy? You got it.
For Nikki Cross. And if there's one woman that this environment would seem to favor, it would be Nikki. Kendo sticks, garbage can lids.
Into one in cage full of
Good lord. And using the door of the cage as a weapon. How many garbage can lids do you need?
As many as it takes. As many as it takes. Nikki Cross loaded the ring with plunder.
Asuka got the worst of it. Watch that.
They threw right off the skull of the Empress.
Coming from high above the War Game structure. 2 rings surrounded by a steel cage.
Hey, just be happy that we got weapons, okay?
No caps, the match doesn't even start until all 10 competitors are in the ring. And in less than 2 minutes, Bianca and Asuka will have reinforcements.
Nikki Cross on the second.
Beautiful tornado DDT.
Getting up. I'm sorry. Nikki Cross scooping up Asuka and planting Asuka. Bayley was extremely open and honest as to why she recruited Nikki Cross to her team for War Games. It was an attempt to weaponize this unhinged woman.
Great choice by Bayley, because look at what Nikki Cross is doing. The unorthodox offensive style, to say the least. What is wrong with her?
There are enough hours in the day to adequately explain.
Oh, that was just creepy.
But right
Just
now,
went up to the cable.
Nikki Cross in complete control, doing damage.
The ring beginning to fill up. And Nikki again doing what she wants to. Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion. Nikki, a former Raw Women's Champion in her own right.
Nikki Cross looking to tear the nose right off Bianca's face.
Now using the kendo stick to her advantage. Who will be the next superstar to enter for Bianca's team? Alexa Bliss making her way to the ring, and this is interesting because remember the past relationship between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Oh! Bliss. It could be argued there aren't many people in the world who know Alexa Bliss quite as well as Nikki.
And former tag team champions together, and Bliss goes right after Nikki. And look at Alexa Bliss go! Drop kick.
A lot of tea waiting to be spilled between these two women. Right now, Bliss coming to the aid of her team. A welcome sight for Asuka and Belair.
And now suddenly Asuka, Bliss, and Bianca Belair have taken control of the matchup.
Big right by Bliss.
Oh. Trash can lid. Is this the pace you expected at this point?
Yes, honestly it is, and I believe this is the right pace for all the women who are involved thus far. The match does not officially begin until all 5 members of each team have both entered War Games. You don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to shoot your best shot and have nothing left when it counts most.
Less than 2 minutes, damage control once again will have the advantage. Nikki using everything that she brought into the ring, and Bianca Belair going to try to out-wrestle the kendo stick from her, and does.
Oh, no. Yeah, that wasn't. So Bianca just tried to break the kendo stick around her knee. Yeah, just didn't go off.
Bianca Belair with a kendo sticks. Nikki Cross is up at the top of the cage.
Has Nikki Cross had enough?
Nikki Cross sitting on the top of the cage as the rest of these women beat the hell out of one another.
Like watching Home Run Derby in November.
And what's going through Nikki's mind?
Nikki Cross is grinning like a Cheshire cat perched atop the War Game page.
I think she's just enjoying the situation below the ring. Bianca using
Here we go.
their newer advantage. Now Nikki Cross perched on top of the cage. Nikki Cross to the floor. Body taking everyone out.
Nikki even took out her own teammates. You want victory in this battle, there are bound to be casualties.
And Corey the Sicko's still laughing about it. Nikki Cross.
Cross dropping the entire field. We are less than 20 seconds away from the next entrant. And the advantage shifting yet again.
Oh, Bayley.
The leader of damage control. Bayley marching her way to the ring, and once again, her team will have
Table tap. Oh, no, hang on.
Bayley in her first War Games match is on line.
Big ass ladder.
Ladder match versus Bianca Belair.
Well, there's no championship hanging above the ring tonight, Paul. That ladder is for destruction and destruction only.
Indeed.
Tables.
Assaults.
Oh, another big one.
Bailey now with a second ladder. As if the stakes weren't already high enough. Bailey and Dakota Kai loading the ring on his ladders, and Bailey hasn't even entered the cage yet. Well, Bailey said earlier that this would be a fitting end to her rivalry with Bianca Belair inside the War Games structure. If you want to end a rivalry once and for all, there's nowhere better to do it than inside a War Games.
Here we go.
Bailey will get the 15,000 strong in Boston tonight. What they want. Face first into the top turnbuckle. Bailey is spending a significant amount of time adding weaponry to the War Games cage. Nikki Cross looking to dislocate Asuka's shoulder across the bottom rope. Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair trading blows back and forth. And Bailey sending Bianca into the corner. A minute 20. The next entrant will come from Bianca Belair's team. Bailey, Dakota, Io, Nikki in complete control right now of War Games. You gotta like the strategy because you want to take out as many of your opponents as you can. This is brilliant to get even more of an advantage. Got Belair pinned in between the rings and the ring post and the table. The Raw Women's Champion is a sitting duck. 4 women standing, all from Damage Control's team. Bliss and Asuka and Bianca Belair have been taken out at least momentarily. Very dominant performance so far. Assisted moonsault from Io Sky. Alexa Bliss now favoring her knee. Injuries are commonplace inside of War Games, if not inevitable. Corey, Damage Control having their way right now in this match. Wow! Double stomp to the guts. So someone's going to be coming out from Bianca's team, but it really isn't going to give Bianca's team any advantage because the rest of the team is down and out. Exactly. You're basically running head first into the meat grinder. It'll be Mia Yim, Beachin, and the person that we believe, Corey, could be the wild card in this matchup. And Mia Yim understands because she's not going to go into War Games alone. She's going to bring a weapon with her. Mia realizes what's at stake tonight in Survivor Series. Beachin realizes that this is a chance for her to make her name for herself, for the entire WWE Universe to learn who Mia Yim is and what Michin is all about. But right now, I think Mia might be spending a little too much time worried about weaponry and instead of coming to the aid of her teammates. Again, Damage Control is in complete control of everything, except Mia Yim now, trying to rally for her team. Oh! Nikki Cross, planted face first. Io Sky misses wildly. And Mia trying to turn things around.
Oh, jeez.
Chance to recover here.
What a sell.
Look at that trash can hit Io Sky in the throat. Oh, into the cage. Mia has made a difference thus far. A lot of style kicks right between the eyes of Dakota Kai. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Face first into the trash can lid.
Face first. It was
a rough landing. Oh, man. Lucha train. Nikki Cross hanging on, though. The very unpredictable Nikki Cross. He's latched onto Mia like a barnacle right now. In minute 20, Damage Control have their final advantage. It'll be Rhea Ripley entering for their team, the dangerous Rhea Ripley. This is a smart strategy by Nikki Cross, just forcing Mia Yim to support all of Nikki's own weight, continuing with the sleeper hold, hoping to wear the freshest member of her team down. You notice Bianca's fought back into this. Mia's still going strong. Asuka. Oh, that was ugly and effective. Very effective as she takes out Bayley, and now Asuka and Io going at it in the corner. Surveying the scene. Damage has already been done. 4 tables being set up, kendo sticks, trash cans, ladders. It makes War Games so uniquely perilous. The moment you take your attention off of an opponent to set up a weapon or to utilize a table, you leave yourself wide open for various attacks from the entire other team. Each and Dakota Kai making similar climbs now. Belair and Bayley moving battle up top. Each corner as women battling each other near the top rope. The various positions for all 8 of these women. We are awaiting the arrival of Rhea Ripley. Oh, look at the suplex delivered. Bayley was superplexed. 5 out. Michin superplexing Dakota Kai onto a trash can lid. Bliss has crossed. And Asuka on the other side of the ring delivered a German suplex. Everyone is down. Which team will make it to their feet first? And at 10 seconds, the dangerous Rhea Ripley enters the fray. In an interview with the New York Post, Rhea Ripley said this is a totally different ball game. This is fun. That was a direct quote. As she enters her 3rd War Game matchup, Rhea Ripley could be the difference for Team Damage Control. Rhea Ripley, one of the strongest in the division, definitely the freshest in this matchup, perhaps more malicious than anyone on the roster. Alexa Bliss, trying to make and Rhea Ripley made her pay. From way downtown, y'all saw what Rhea Ripley and Dominic from Judgment Day did to Dominic's dad, Rey Mysterio, in his own home on Thanksgiving. A brutal assault and attack as Bianca Belair suffers a German suplex at the hands of Rhea Ripley. Oh, wow. Just thick Bliss out of midair. What happened to Rey on Thanksgiving was just the appetizer for the eradicator of the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley definitely in her environment, within this environment, the War Game structure. Notice how calm
And before anyone has to go, this is what Diabetes Medication. Okay?
Rhea realizes she's got no time limit. Rhea can do whatever the hell she wants. And in less than 2 minutes, the final entry in this matchup, Becky Lynch will come aboard for Bianca Belair's team, which means when she steps into the ring, the War Games match will officially begin.
Going to be the first team to secure a pinfall or submission. But for as much as Becky Lynch has accomplished in her career, headlining WrestleMania, countless championships, the man has never thrown down in War Games. This is a foreign environment.
You see Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley as well. They've had a very strange relationship over the years. Used to be friends, and now Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley on the same team. But as far from friends as you can get. Io Sky, not quite sure what she's doing.
The hell? What's she doing?
Okay. An effective basement drop kick to the face of Asuka. Nikki Cross loving it as she just sits up there on the top rope, giggling away.
Are we entirely sure that Nikki Cross understands the concept of this match? Because it's great that Nikki's enjoying herself. But
like I said before, she goes by the beat of her own drum. With anybody, she just wants to be a part of this. Is ready. Look at the fury in the eyes of the man. Well, Becky Lynch has forgotten what Damage Control did to her the night after SummerSlam. For 4 months, Becky has been waiting for this night to finally get her hands on Damage Control. And in 20 seconds, Becky Lynch will change the entire complexion of War Games.
the hell are we doing? Oh, Cooper!
Stop by Dakota. And here comes the man, Becky Lynch, marching to the ring. And now, let the war games begin! So now the matchup's officially underway. First team to get pinfall and signature will win War Games, and Becky Lynch unloading on everybody in her path. The man has come to play at War Games. Leo stuck between the ropes and the cage, and a big kick from Becky Lynch. Missing wildly with a trash can to come and tie Becky caught her with a kick. Now Nikki Cross suffers the same fate. And Becky Lynch turning the tide of this matchup. There are bodies strewn everywhere inside the War Games structure. The man running roughshod over War Games like a one-woman army right now. Nikki Cross first with a garbage can.
That was too late.
Her own teammate. Inadvertently, of course, as Becky stepped out of harm's way.
What the hell?
Oh! It's getting a little creative. Oh, dear. Becky with a leg drop into the trash can into Io Sky. Trending #1 in the United States tonight. Hashtag Survivor Series as we kick things off the women's War Game match. The first of 2 War Games matches taking place tonight in Boston. And now Becky. A rich history in NXT between these two, and Becky Lynch is not forgotten. When Bayley and Damage Control showed up immediately following her match with Bianca Belair back at SummerSlam, and then they attacked the next night on Raw, and Becky Lynch unloading now on Bayley. Becky Lynch just stomping Bayley in between the cage. Oh my. We almost had this last night at SmackDown. And we're going to get it tonight at War Games. Rhea with a wicked headbutt. Uh-oh. Rhea had Lynch up for riptide. Bayley with a blow from behind Becky Lynch. And now Rhea Ripley going for it again. Oh, and planning Lynch. Am I doing the cover for the win? Asuka saving things for her team. Asuka's backhand connected. Got all of it on Bayley. We knew this would be chaotic. It has delivered thus far. No doubt about it. All 10 women in the matchup. Anything goes. Do you gain pinfall or submission? Rhea Ripley is wildly. Becky with the right hand. And now Becky and Asuka working well as a team. Asuka with the poison mist. And Rhea Ripley blinded, and Becky Lynch trying to take advantage of the DDT. Now Bayley blasting Asuka. And with Bayley, Asuka off the top turnbuckle, roll up by Becky for the win. Shoulders down, Bayley kicks it too. Smart strategy by Lynch, looking for the quick pinfall. It's not necessarily going to be decisive, but in a chaotic environment, sometimes you can steal a quick 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Becky trying to do that on a couple of occasions. And Bayley now trying to punish Becky Lynch. Ruined her return to WWE. Very bitter Bayley. This will end it. You're looking for the rope. Out of the steel. That's got to be it. Bayley into the cover of the Rose Plan. Hook of the leg on Lynch and Asuka. end of the matchup for her team. Asuka definitely kept this match alive for her team because Becky was not going to beat the count of 3 after suffering the Rose play on the diamond play between the rings. And Bianca Belair, Skylands on the second rope, now climbs to the top rope, looking to climb at the top of the cage. Bianca Belair looking to run interference. Io picking Belair down, Asuka giving chase to the Genius of the Sky. Waistlock applied on the top turnbuckle. And Bailey and Dakota Kai. Dakota with a trash can on the spine of Asuka. That lid of the trash can bouncing off the spine of Asuka. And now all 3 members of Damage Control. Meanwhile, Mia Yim and Alexa Bliss. Marvelous by Bliss chopping out Bailey's knees.
This is going to be awesome.
This is going to be horrific. And now Bianca Belair adding herself to the fray. There is absolutely no way. Nikki Cross with a kendo stick to Bianca.
Oh, come on.
And Alexa face
That would have
first
been
off the
epic
steel
terrible.
cage. Cross has Bliss again. And that twisting neck breaker from the second rope. Asuka and Dakota crashing down. Bailey and Io Sky still trying to climb to the top of the cage. Bianca Belair now playing defense. Oof. Bailey, rough landing on that powerbomb on the back of her neck. Now the Genius of the Sky. Io Sky up top, top of the cage.
Moonsault! No.
You are
Oh.
cleared for takeoff.
Moonsault! Beautiful.
Io Sky just took out Mia Yim and Bianca Belair with a moonsault from the top of the War Games cage. Austin. Everyone is down inside the War Games structure. Look at this display of fearlessness. Well, she's called the Genius of the Sky because it looks like that. 15,609 sold out tonight. TD Garden in Boston for Survivor Series. A Thanksgiving week tradition, and tonight for the first time, including War Games. Nikki Cross has handcuffs. Perfectly legal within War Games. Obviously, Nikki Cross reminding Alexa Bliss how Alexa turned her back on her at one point. They used to be tag team champions. They used to be best friends. A lot of time, Nikki Cross idolized Alexa Bliss to an extent. And now Alexa Bliss is handcuffed. And Nikki Cross, if she can handcuff Alexa to the ropes of the cage here, you effectively take Alexa out of the matchup. And you give the advantage to your team. Listen, trying to Charlie horse Nikki Cross. Alexa. Oh no. Alexa just handcuffed herself to Nikki. That didn't work out the way Nikki planned it. There's the scene. Oh my. Yes, Nikki, yes. Down goes Nikki. Bliss crashed down onto the trash can. Alexa may have done just as much damage to herself. You're absolutely right. Tough to tell who got the worst of that exchange. But look at the carnage. Rhea Ripley finally recovering after the poison missed to the face by Asuka. And Asuka, though, with knees to the face of Rhea Ripley. Terrifying power from Rhea Ripley. And Asuka sitting right into the steam. Now Nation back involved, going right after Rhea Ripley. Perhaps the 2 toughest competitors in this matchup. I like the sense of urgency I'm seeing out of Mia Yim right now, realizing we're getting deep. Time to push the pace. Time to end this thing. Rhea looking for a riptide, but Mia Yim turns it around into a sleeper. Remember, a sleeper can win this.
Oh my God.
the impact of Rhea driving Mia Yim through the ladder.
Reach in Korean. How do you say finish in Korean?
Becky and Bianca, once long-time rivals, now allies tonight.
It's still 3-on-2. Advantage damage control.
This is what started at SummerSlam. After the Bianca-Becky match, when Bayley returned with Io Sky and Dakota Kai, and here we go, and it comes to a hit here tonight inside the War Game structure.
It is a frenzy inside War Game. Well, they're just dropping Bayley into the trash can.
Now Dakota Kai went for a sleeper. Bianca battling back. Bianca now with Dakota up high, looking for the KOD. Dakota lands on her feet. Becky Lynch though, with a bad hammer slam. Went for another one on Sky. This time it's Bianca Belair with a KOD. Becky and Bianca working so well together as a team. Now Becky's fired up. What on earth do Becky and Bianca have in mind? Victory. Scott on the table. Becky Lynch is climbing to the top of the cage. Is that Dakota on the table as well? Now Bayley trying to steal the cage. Bianca Belair running interference. Bianca. KOD into the cage.
Becky, what the hell are you thinking?
The man with the right jab. Cover by Becky. Becky and company win War Games.
That was a really good War Games match.
What a match to kick off Survivor Series here tonight. The longtime rivals, Corey, Bianca and Becky working well together with Bliss and Asuka and Mia Yim to pick up the victory here at Survivor Series.
We knew tensions were at their highest between all 10 women involved. This was personal. This was brutal. This was war.
Take
a look at some of the highlights of this one first. The Empress of Tomorrow delivering the poison mist. That's one way to neutralize the Eradicator. Io Sky would throw caution to the wind and risk it all for the benefit of her team. But the advantage would be short-lived. The closing moments, the Raw Women's Champion hoisting up Bayley yet again. Boom! KOD into the steel and the exclamation point from way up high. The man sacrificing herself to take out the Women's Tag Team Champions and earn victory for her team.
Welcome back, Becky Lynch. Congratulations to Lynch, Asuka, Belair, Mia Yim, and Alexa Bliss, the women that win War Games.
So you're going to be made by White some season? Some kidney.
Is getting in that squared circle and kicking somebody's ass.
Oh my!
robotic machine, the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
The minute Brock Lesnar walked off the mat in St. Louis, Missouri.
Brock Lesnar from Minnesota is your heavyweight champion.
I knew this guy would be a long-term guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next
Physically, there was nothing that he couldn't do. Brock saw WWE as an incredible challenge that he then conquered.
Lesnar has become the youngest WWE champion in history.
And that he wanted to be good at something else.
If you look at what Brock Lesnar did, the guy comes over from the WWE and actually becomes the heavyweight champion of the world. It's literally impossible.
Get ready for war, Roman, because here comes the conqueror. Where is Lesnar going?
Good evening, Bobby Lashley.
Where the hell Brock wants to do?
I would put him in the ring, in an octagon, in a fight situation, and I don't think there's anyone on this planet that can take him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Survivor Series is here in Boston tonight. Of course, a great sports town. We can talk about the Celtics, Patriots, and Bruins, and of course the Red Sox. But still to come tonight with the next War Games match. The question for the bloodline is, can Sami Zayn be trusted, especially considering his long friendship with Kevin Owens? This played out last night on Friday Night SmackDown.
So what do you think happens when you do that and you piss Roman off? What do you think he's going to do to you? You've seen what he does to his own blood when they piss him off. So what's going to happen to you?
You want to know what I would do if I were you? See, I just wouldn't wait for them to turn on me. If I were you, I would strike first.
You talked to anybody since you've been here? No? Nobody? No, I just got here.
What am I doing?
And this was last night of the match to determine the advantage for tonight's War Games matchup. Sami Zayn got caught. He got thrown out of the match by Charles Robinson. Kevin Owens with a stunner. The referee never saw it. Sheamus and McIntyre able to gain the advantage. Sami do that on purpose?
OG? What's up? Yeah. Yes, I do. Sorry, Mark. Folks, from day one, I knew as soon as we started hanging around with Sami Zayn, he couldn't be trusted. From day one, it's Sami Zayn. He's the reason why we lost last night, bro. Huh? I saw him and Kevin Owens outside the locker room chopping it up all last night. He not right to my face. The only reason why I didn't get him is because you didn't get the order. What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do? Jay, I don't know what I have to tell you. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna be the right hand man. You're gonna do what I say. And I'm gonna be the tribal chief and worry about everything else. You understand? Yeah. I'm gonna look in his eyes, man to man, and I'll know if he's telling the truth. I'll know where his loyalty's lying. Focus on the back. Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Give me Sammy. Call Sami Zayn.
The Corey Day moment of truth tonight for Sami Zayn. I think this is all much ado about nothing. Sami is a highly intelligent individual, and Sami will do it.
There's no hope. But I've got to escape. Every sound, every movement is closing in. This dead moon. It's not done with me yet. Just one thing to do. Survive.
Interesting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a rivalry that has really been years in the making. Is it coming to an end tonight? AJ Styles versus this man, Finn Balor.
Uncle Alan AJ Styles. The Judgment Day would like to once again offer you an olive branch.
Finn, with my back against the wall, I've been alone for far too long. There comes a time in a man's life when he needs friends. So for the first time that we met in Japan and now in WWE, have I got my brother's keeper?
AJ, I knew that you would finally come around.
I wasn't talking about you. Oh no! AJ Styles is not reinforcement. Guys, Anderson, the OC. All hell is broken loose.
In WWE, I've made my way to record books.
Former two-time WWE champion, simply phenomenal. We are the most dominant group in the WWE. Then, now, and forever is the OC.
You know, maybe I need to remind everyone here that I'm the one who started this stupid little club. I made you guys, and I will break you guys.
The first ever Universal Champion.
I'm operating on an entirely different level.
They stop manufacturing the cloth that I'm cut from. You can only outrun fate for so long. Catches up to all of us.
This thing between Finn and I has to come to an end. At Survivor Series, I give him the beating that he deserves.
Balor, Styles, one-on-one, here we go.
You think I'm a bad guy? I'm worse. I'm the devil. And when you dance with the devil, you never dance again.
one-on-one with a match tonight. AJ Styles, who many consider an all-time great, a former two-time WWE champion, the first one to win that championship outside of North America. 31 overall titles in his career. And for Finn Balor, as Corey mentioned earlier, the first ever Universal Champion. He, of course, was an NXT champion for a then record 292 days. And Balor and AJ Styles now start this matchup.
Both men have a healthy professional respect for one another, a respect for the skill sets. Balor and Styles both realize you're probably only going to get a chance to make one mistake in this matchup. That's what it could boil down to. Who will make the first mistake?
The history with Balor and Carl Anderson, a member of the OC at ringside, goes even longer and deeper than AJ Styles. They once battled for the British Commonwealth Championship. We mentioned that Anderson and Balor are the first club. Such a long, rich history and tradition between the people involved in this matchup tonight.
I love Twitter being nice to you, don't you?
Love it. Nice to switch that time like Balor as he backs AJ Styles into the corner.
Being relatively tentative in the early moments, not wanting to make the first mistake.
Number one trend in the United States Survivor Series. Oh, what a kick by Styles. The back of the hamstring of Finn Balor, now Styles on the attack. What makes AJ Styles so effective?
AJ Styles has literally a world of experience in his career. Styles has been in the ring with a who's who. Styles has competed in every different style for every major organization. AJ is as complete of a sports entertainer as you will find in the world.
Styles are going to wear out the leg of Finn Balor. Of course, the calf crusher is submission that AJ Styles uses.
And for all of AJ's skill that he possesses, it's Styles' power that has driven him to such success in his career.
Neckbreaker by Styles to this final battle.
The Georgia Bulldog mentality that AJ Styles wears so proudly. This is a great strategy by Styles, attacking the leg of Finn Balor.
Not only weakening up for the calf crusher, but again, you take Balor from flying around the ring.
If you attack your opponent's legs, it truly affects every aspect of their game. You can't plant your feet to deliver a chop or throw a punch. You certainly aren't going to climb the top rope.
Come on, AJ, we're boys.
You hear Balor? Come on, AJ, we're boys. AJ continues to deliver the punishment. Remember, this all started when Balor wanted Styles to join Judgment Day. Styles said, I've got my own buddies. Styles with headbutts, tiny Balor back to the ropes.
Styles might have rung his own bell. It's got to be a relatively calm feeling for both competitors in the ring, Styles and Balor.
So roll up my Balor. Oh, stop.
Knowing that the other's back again should not be a factor in this matchup. As Balor just raining down knees across the sternum of Styles. You've got the OC, Gallows and Anderson. You've got Priest and Dominic Mysterio out here. Watching your pals' backs, but I hope it stays that way on the outside of the ring.
Now Balor finds himself in control. AJ into the corner, face first up the top turnbuckle. Oh, what a wicked shot from Finn. Dominic looking on, calling for one more shot. AJ whipped across the ring. Another knee to the spine, covered by Balor. Hooking the leg on Styles and a kick at one.
See Balor still trying to shake the feeling back into his left leg, his hamstring, and Styles was focused on moments ago. Once the adrenaline gets pumping, oftentimes the superstar can fight through anything.
AJ sent across the ring, up over the top sunset flip. Balor rolls through with a basement drop kick. Cover again by Finn, hooking the leg on Styles, and again, one.
Take another look. AJ Styles wanting the sunset flip. Balor able to shift his momentum and drill Styles in the face with a drop kick.
Balor with AJ trapped in the center of the ring, looking for a phenomenal stretch. And locks it in.
This is such an effective maneuver. Very rarely will you see a superstar win a match with an abdominal stretch. You can inflict so much damage on your opponent while also exerting minimal energy of your own.
These superstars so skilled technically in the ring. Shot right to the kidney and now.
Oh, and again. The difference lately for Finn Balor has been attitude. The way Finn approaches this game, this sport, this business, Finn realizes, it's not about making the fans in the crowd happy. It's about winning matches. It's about succeeding in the record books. And beautifully cinching in the abdominal stretch once again. And Styles again. It's about being dominant.
Balor looks so much more comfortable in this skin.
I completely agree with you. Proof has been in the results. I think it wasn't long ago that Finn Balor was responsible for making Edge, WWE Hall of Famer, say the words, "I quit."
You've seen Ed Jordan's wife.